Intro. All right. What's up, guys? I'm here with UFC veteran Alex Caceres. How are you doing tonight?
Doing good in yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. Listen, man. I appreciate you doing this for me again. I've said it 1,000 times. It means the world to me. You're one of my absolute favorite fighters. You've always been super entertaining, and I've loved watching you ever since I got in touch with the UFC.
Oh, thank you.
No, I mean it's truly amazing, how far you've come. Because I watched your UFC debut, I watched your last fight in the UFC, and I watched your dirty boxing fight. That finish was amazing. Do you have any plans to fight with them anymore?
Uh, Honestly, like it just seems the entire fight thing is not up to me anymore. I've been trying to get a fight. I've been willing to fight. Heck, I've even been willing to take pay cuts, and it's just no one wants to put me on, and I'm not entirely sure why.
I'm not either. To me that makes no sense because, like I said before, you're a very entertaining fighter, and I think you'd bring great value to almost any promotion.
Well, I
But
mean, every promotion is telling me that they're claiming that I'm too old and that I don't sell tickets.
uh, I don't think that's true. Me personally, I'm sure you don't think that's true, but
I know it's not true.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Because like I said, you're very entertaining. You're super flashy. I mean, like the Julian Erosa head kick knockout, that was phenomenal. And then, like I said earlier, the dirty boxing finish, that was awesome. I'd really love to see you back in there, but if if it doesn't work out, that's a huge bummer.
Yeah, they just don't even talk to me no more.
I'm sorry to hear that, honestly, because
Supposed
that's.
to I was actually supposed to be the one to fight Feely
Oh, really?
on his first fight back, but they told me I was gonna fight him, and they were telling me, and this is directly from Sean Shelby. I'm like, they're telling me, oh yeah, don't worry, you're gonna fight him, and then he's just not ready. So I call Feely, and me and Feely go back and forth on Instagram, and Feely says, no, I've been ready. I've been looking for a fight. So I'm
Mm.
like, all right, bro, let's just tell Shelby that. And then I guess the next day, Shelby books Feely with somebody else, and then just kind of like leaves me hanging dry.
Yeah, that sucks.
So I
That
think it's
really
just like,
does.
yeah, personal angst or something that they either got against me or something like that because it doesn't seem viable. I've always been a upstanding company man,
Yeah.
fought who's who, everybody's, you know what it is, and I always go out there for the gusto. I don't hold back. I don't try to, I'm really not out there trying to secure, or I guess it's not my main goal, to secure a victory by any means necessary and manipulate the rules. I'm there
Yeah.
to fight you to the end, and that's what I'm there to do. And I felt people appreciated that. Dana White always showed that he appreciated that, but now it just seems like Dana White don't even talk to me no more.
Yeah, that sucks to hear. But do you still keep up and watch the UFC?
I never watched the UFC. I was never interested in watching sports or
Mm.
anything like that. I never kept up with it. I never I don't even play sports video games and stuff. I
Oh,
never
really?
even played with my character on the game. So
Really?
that yeah, it doesn't fighting intrigues me. Watching things don't intrigue me. Maybe because I'm slightly ADHD, so like
Yeah,
I just can't sit there and watch it. I have to go and do it, and not
I
because I
feel
think
you.
it's boring. It's because it makes me want to do it instead.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, 110%. And like you said, you never used your character on the video game, but I'll say phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. But other than that, I mean, how's
And I think
life
it's
been for
weird.
you?
And I think it's weird that they release my street fighting
Oh yeah,
alter
alter
ego
ego.
after they release me.
Yeah, that's kind of funky. But how's life been for you recently, other than fighting?
It's been good, I've been gardening. I've been helping my wife with the IV business that we have out here in Arizona, Thrive IV Therapy, Phoenix, and we've been doing pretty good. I'm still training because, like I said, martial arts is what I do. It's who I
Yeah,
am. It's part of my lifestyle. So whether I fight for an organization or not, to me, training, or I don't like to say it's training. I do martial arts. It's what I do.
yeah, I feel
Just
you for sure. Yeah, how it from the beginning of your career, how much do you think you've evolved as a fighter?
I think I've made incredible strides. I feel like I've gotten to a point where I can contend with anybody,
Yeah.
on any level. That's what I feel. Like some days are not my nights. Some days, I get robbed. You know,
Yeah.
some days, I'm just not the favored person. I never really am the favored person. They do a really great way of diminishing my skill values and sets. Like one great example, if you ever watch my fights, like and if you ever watch the walkouts and the highlights, look
Yeah.
at the highlights. They only show me like dancing around and like posing and shit. And I have like thousands of 360 kicks and double kicks and flying shit, and you can't even put that on a highlight. Like it's
Yeah.
weird. So I know how what they do to try and alter odds, and it's about money, or it's about control, or it's about controlling the narrative. And I just have a strong opinion that they don't like true martial artists that promote high moral values for a grown man and for little boys. They don't want people to look at martial arts as something that might spiritually, how would you say, grow you
Yeah.
into a highly moral person. They want people talking shit to each other and, oh, fuck you, I'm gonna beat your ass, take his head off, drink some beer. They like that kind of shit,
Yeah.
but they don't. So like I that it's fighting. That's what it is, and we have to really be clear on that. It's not martial arts. They shouldn't call it mixed martial arts. They should call it prize fighting, because that's what it is. Because most people there are not martial artists. You will have martial artists in prize fighting or in prize fights, but that's not what they promote. So they're not a martial arts organization.
Yeah. Like I understand. I understand what you're saying 110%. That's the first time I've ever heard anyone really state that, and you you're doing a great job of putting it in perspective for people. And do you think at all that there's a little bit of a chance that it's not all just for the money?
As in other people or the organization.
No, as in other people.
There might be some. Like I said, there might be some, but usually they don't last that long because those kind of people don't get promoted. They want the money hungry. They want the shit talkers. They want the people that are going out and selling their ass out for glam and glitz. That's what they want. Honestly, that's what I feel. I mean, look at they might be good fighters, but look at the new fighters that are coming out now.
Yeah.
It's basically thirst traps. It's like it's the same equivalent to thirst traps on Instagram. It's the same equivalent to OnlyFans for bitches. Like that's honestly how I feel.
Yeah.
Because then when you see these guys fight, a lot of them, if they get like an illegal shot or anything, they will play that shit so that they can get the win.
Yeah.
You see me get illegally shot, and I don't even take time off because I'm a warrior and I'm here to fight to the end. And in a real fight, there is no time off. So I take that to heart. So get the fuck out of my way, referee. I don't need time off. I'm here to fight to the death.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect that mentality. That's the absolute warrior mentality. Now, when you were starting off with martial arts, was your intention ever to get into the UFC, or was it just a thing to help you or something that you loved doing?
No, I grew up in a very rough neighborhood. So martial arts was a way to help defend myself. It
Yeah.
was a way to help better myself. And I was inspired by martial arts by Bruce Lee, who was shown to me by my father. So therefore, martial arts was just a part of me. It wasn't. I never saw an end game to like fighting in a way. I just saw that, oh, this is a cool way to make money. I didn't even know the UFC existed, until like I was like probably 13 or 14.
Really?
Yeah. So I wasn't looking to compete in competitions. I just like doing it. And like there was no ifs, ands, buts about it. There's no secret behind it. I just like doing it, man.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything else behind that. So honestly, I so happen to just got into the UFC.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. Did you ever think that your creativity and just your fluidity and your excitement was undervalued?
Uh, uh, I guess you could say yes and no because I never undervalued it.
Yeah.
So, however other people viewed me, I felt like as a character, as me being me throughout my entire life, I felt like I've always been kind of undervalued, and just
Yeah.
And maybe the part of it is to me because I would play aloof and like not really care to please other people, so it was very easy for them to, I guess, like, okay, he's not trying to get up our ass, so let's not value him. And like I didn't really care because I'm not trying to make you happy.
Yeah,
It was something that I just enjoyed doing.
yeah. Your respect for the sport just by itself, and not necessarily for the money and the glitz and the glamour, is amazing. And I like I said, I think there's no more exciting sport than martial arts. I
Well,
don't.
let me connect. Can I clarify one thing
Yeah,
though? It's not a sport. Fighting is a sport. Prize fighting is a sport.
yeah,
Within, but martial arts itself is not a sport. It's an art. It's an art. It's like music. You don't play music in competition, do you?
no,
Right? If we did, and we don't play music to get to a destination, do we?
no,
Because if we did, then the best composers would just play only the end note, and that's it.
yeah, that's true.
Music was just an art. It was a way to enjoy yourself in the time being that you were enjoying yourself. So there was no destination set for me. Same thing with life. There is no really destination. It's a musical thing. And like when you're dancing on the dance floor, you don't pick a spot in the dance floor and say, hey, at the end of the song, we should end up there.
Yeah,
No, you just play. And it's a free play of spirit. And that's what it is. So that's what it always has been to me. And that's how it began in nature. It's an art form.
yeah, for sure. That's I've never had anyone put it that way, and I respect that completely. Now with you were in the UFC for I think a little over a decade, and I just want to know, what was the recovery process like after a hard fight?
Um, I mean, same old, same old. Like, honestly, most of the time I got injured more in training than I did in fights.
Yeah,
But it depends on the fight. Like, there's been fights where I've broken bones before, so recovery process were a lot harder. But I never looked at it as like something that slowed me down in the sense it's just okay. I got one arm, might as well train the other arm.
yeah,
You know.
that's a true warrior mentality. But what is like your main hobby now other than martial arts?
Gardening. I like playing music and
Yeah.
gardening mostly.
Do you have any I know that you're a huge book fan. Do you have any good martial arts books you could recommend for anyone watching?
Martial arts books. Honestly, I'm not into martial arts books.
Really?
No, not at all. I mean, you can see like these are my books here.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, a lot of it has to do with, I guess, philosophy,
Yeah.
spirituality, cookbooks. I like medicine books, stuff like that.
So you're a cook?
My wife's a better cook, but I
Okay.
do like to. I do boast a pretty good oatmeal raisin cookie.
That's awesome. Do you have a favorite type of food?
I do love Mediterranean food.
Mediterranean food is
Mediterranean
good.
food and Japanese food.
Japanese, like ramen?
Ramen, sushis, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Really, soups like their soups, like the miso soup and stuff
Miso
like
soup
that.
is so good. It's so good. You like hibachi? Going to hibachi?
Hibachi, what's that again? Is that like
It's
Korean?
no, it's where they like cook it up right in front of you. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I've had that before.
Yeah.
Only a few times,
Yeah,
but it was good.
it's pretty good, and it's a cool experience watching the cooks, because they'll make fires go up to the roof, and then they'll do like a train out of onion. And it's just a fun thing to do if you're with your family or anything like that. But getting back into the fighting aspect, right now, do you feel as if you're still evolving as a martial artist?
Always. I mean, as just a human being in life, I'm always evolving, and the more I evolve mentally or spiritually, even when it's unrelated to martial arts, it makes me a better martial artist.
Yeah,
And the biggest evolution is realizing that you don't do anything.
yeah,
No one does anything. And I can express this in a way as in try and control your breath and see how quickly you lose it.
yeah,
Let it go and then it'll come back to you. Or in the same way, do you beat your heart? Why do you think so?
Well,
Or
some
does your heart just beats?
no,
So
your
are
heart
you a
just
part of
beats.
a doing, or are you just a happening? See, you being here is not has nothing to do with you doing anything.
Yeah,
It's a part of a greater happening of mutual concepts of nature. So for instance, me being here is because the trees are here. If the
yeah,
trees weren't here, I wouldn't be here. And if I wasn't here, the trees wouldn't be here. So we arise mutually. The same way you will never find a field of flowers without bees.
yep,
They arise mutually. So we're not a part of a single system. We're a part of an entire system. So therefore, we're more of a happening than we are of a doing.
yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying, and that's a beautiful way of putting it. Like I said, I've never heard anyone put things the way you're putting them, and this is a very good learning experience for me. And like I said, I want to appreciate you for coming on. I've said it a million times, but how has your approach to like training been as like have you separating from these promotions? Have you still been training like you're going into a fight?
Um, I feel like I go into fights differently now. So my training definitely has altered a bit. I don't force it. I
Yeah,
don't try to train trying to force an outcome
yeah,
because and honestly, I find success. Like it seems like I'm not doing anything, but I do what's just necessary. In the
yeah,
way that a gardener does not pull at the roots of the plant to make it grow faster. It allows nature to take its course.
yep,
So I do what I can, what I really can, and let everything else just happen. And I feel it has proven to me to be the difference between control and mastery. Control is in the imposition of someone's will upon something,
yeah,
whereas mastery is the adaptation to a greater force. So you become one with it and align yourself with it. I was speaking about this um, a couple days ago in my stretching yoga slash Tai Chi class,
yeah.
and I was expressing to people that what you call it. Well, I'm sorry, I have to go back again. I kind of lost my train there.
I feel you.
What did I say?
You were talking about how you have to not force anything, and you like a
Yes,
gardener
yes.
never pulls at the roots of a plant; it lets nature take its
Okay.
course.
Yeah, and those verses like mastery
Yeah,
and control. So when a person, like when you look at a surfer, he has mastered the ocean.
yeah,
He didn't tame the ocean. He adapts to the ocean.
yeah,
Now, or for instance, in the Western world, when we see a power greater than us, we tend to try and conquer it, which is
yeah,
why you see depictions of in the Western world when men are fighting dragons, they're always trying to kill the dragon
yeah,
because the dragon represents power. But when you go to the Eastern realm, whenever there's a power greater than them, they try to align themselves with it,
yeah,
as identifying themselves with the greater power. So there's a big difference. I want to master, not control it.
yeah. What's your training regimen like? How many times a week do you train?
I try to do it every day. I try to do it every day, but like I said, it's not as intense as people might think I should be.
Yeah,
Not all the time, at least.
yeah,
Um, but when it comes to sparring, yeah, I'm all in it.
yeah. So you just you want things to come to you naturally? Is that what you're saying?
No, to me, there is no me that things come to.
Yeah,
The things that they're already there. I don't want to do anything. I just want to be, a part of this great happening that's going on. So instead of like how would you say? Um, Bruce Lee said it best. You know, you release yourself so much so that I'm not hitting you. It's hitting you all by itself. There is no separation between me and the technique. There is no separation between the doing and the happening, or the experience and the experiencer.
yeah,
And when you meld those things together, you stop trying to do things. Like if you force a key into a lock, you try to force the lock, you break the key.
yeah,
So you got to jiggle it. You got to have a finesse touch to it.
yeah,
You got to kind of let the key fall into place. You know, you guide it. And when I mean this, like not doing anything, it doesn't mean that you don't do anything. It's just you don't force anything.
Yeah,
So like when you're planting a seed, you plant the seed and you water it, but you don't dig at the earth to check if it's growing or not.
exactly. Yeah,
You let nature take its course. So you do what you can and what is necessary and let the everything else just happen.
yep,
So if I move my feet and and I get my position and I get my angles, if I just do what I need to do there, the blows just happen.
yeah, for sure. I see what you're saying. Do you have anything else? Like you said, you're into cooking and reading and everything like that. But what really keeps you grounded?
Music.
Yeah,
I love music. I love listening to music. I sing in the shower. I play guitar, play harmonica. You know, there's something about music that actually helped me understand martial arts very finely. Uh, helped me find myriads of ways of doing the same technique.
yeah,
You know, so one way I explained it a long time ago in an old interview. But I said, if you look at it musically, let's say we have 8 points of contact in mixed martial arts usually
yeah,
on a musical scale, you have 8 notes.
yeah,
All right. But each one of those notes can either be played sharp, flat, they can be played sus, they can be played, they can play with different emotions.
yeah,
So you have different types of jabs. Let's say that's my A note. Then I have different types of crosses. I have different types of elbows. I have different types of knees. So every note can be played in a myriad of ways.
yeah. So are you talking like in a way? So if you're talking like that, would a combination basically be?
A chord
Yeah,
or a
a chord.
melody or a
Yeah,
rhythm. Yeah, or a solo.
yeah. That's a great way of
Jazz.
putting it. Yeah, I really understand what you're saying there. But again, thank you so much for coming. I'm gonna call this to an end. Do you have anything else you want to say to the people watching at home?
If I have to say anything, that I haven't already said, just say no matter what, be true to yourself. And it's
Amen.
a very, very, very hard thing to do because we are always surrounded by turbulent waters. But find that community of people that help you be true to yourself. And that might be harsher than you think.
Yeah,
But the right path is never easy.
yeah. You heard him here first, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Alex. Thank you for everyone watching. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Thank you.